Hello everybody and welcome to the 2025 Cycle Speedway World Championships preview with myself, Luca and Torsten. What we're going to do today is we are going to go through each event, the individual and the team event, and for the individuals we will pick out probably a top three for each, and then maybe some ones to watch or honourable mentions we think that might be in with the shouts. And then for the teams we will pick the winners and look over each of the squads. We will start with the individuals first, and we will go in order of the events. So the first individual final is the under 16 open, then we'll do the under 16 girls, and then we'll do the over 50s, followed by the over 40s, the junior, the women's, and then the open. And for each of these, like I said, we'll have a top three, and we'll also discuss the track that they are at. So first up is the under 16 open, and seeing that me and Torsten haven't ridden there this season, and Luca has, we will ask him about what the track is like this year.
Well, when I rode there in Div 2 earlier this year, track was quite difficult to ride. There was a lot of shed on the top and not much water, so it was really slippery.
Well, let's just hope they have some water and a broom to hand. But so let's get into the runners and riders for.
Hopefully no one's running.
Yeah, hopefully no one's running. For the under 16s, who wants to go first with their top three? TJ.
You can I'm first. You're making me go first?
Yes.
Oh, God. See, the issue is with the under 16s, I don't know a lot of them. The foreign ones, they're quite unknown. So they could spring a surprise. But I'm going to back Luca, the man right here. I'm going to say Legendary Man, Philip Balsa, and Ivo Kubala, as I raced them in the Euros last year, and they were both pretty decent, so I reckon they'll put up a good shift in the under 16s as well.
Luca.
So I've gone in no particular order. Myself,
Fair enough.
Kubala as well, as I raced him in Poland, and Balsa, based off what TJ has told me.
And I have gone for my top three, again in no particular order. I have gone for Luca, sadly. I didn't. Pains me to put it. Also, Ivo Kubala, I thought he was quite good when we went and raced at Svitlovica. And my third rider is Teddy Curtis. He has impressed me this year. He was runner-up in the British Junior Championships, third place in the under 16s. So I don't think there's any reason why he can't replicate that on the world stage. Now we haven't talked about Australians in the under 16s, but I suppose it's quite difficult for us to talk about the Australians, seeing as, well, Torsten's the only one that's raced out there and seen them ride, and when he did, well, it was 2 years ago, so he wouldn't have seen what they're like now, I suppose. But based off your knowledge and just feeling, I suppose, around social media and Facebook and stuff, who do you think are some Australians in the under 16s to keep an eye out for?
Based on my limited knowledge from the previous tour, I know we raced against Aidan McCormack. He wasn't too bad. I'm pretty sure he made the Australia team for some of the test matches. And then speaking to Cody Petty from when he came over for the Laurels, he had quite high praise for Max Lowick, so maybe they could spring a few surprises.
Yeah.
But obviously, like you said, kind of agree.
Yeah, it's difficult for us to sort of comment on that. But Luca, have you got any other than your top three, have you got any others that you think that we should keep an eye out for in the under 16s?
I reckon some of the legendary ones will be quite good around Heatherset. As we're watching the Polish individuals on their track, and it seems quite similar.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I've got Noah Lyon as well. He's impressed me this year. Like Ted, he got a second place at the British Individuals in the under-16s. He was. So yeah, I just think he's looked good this season. For the last couple of seasons, he's looked good. So he's definitely one to keep an eye out for in that under-16 competition, I think. All right, shall we move on to the under-16 girls? Luca.
Straight final in this.
It is a straight final in the under-16 girls. Just 16, is it?
Yeah.
So Luca, hit us with your top 3. Is it?
In no particular order again. I've gone for Lily, Lacey, and Amberley.
Mine is the exact same. I have Lily Parr, Lacey Ackroyd, and Amberley Gantz. TJ?
Yeah, that's 3. I think that might partly be down again to us not knowing some of the foreign riders.
Yeah.
Obviously, two of them are from our region, so should have good knowledge of the track.
Well,
Heverset. Oh, no, it's not even a Heverset, is it? This?
No.
It's Norwich.
Ipswich.
Ipswich. Oh
Ipswich.
my god, I've got them all wrong. An absolute stinker. Well, Lily's home track.
Exactly. So I feel like we have to kind of back her on that one. But looking at there's a couple of Polish riders in this. One of them is Nel. I don't know. I apologise for this pronunciation, but Nel Białowaz. I'm going to go Białowaz, and she actually came 5th in the Polish Women's Championship. So for an under-16 girl, that's not bad going. So she could be one to keep an eye out for. I think
she raced last year in the Europeans as well, so she'll probably have a good idea what to expect from the English girls.
But then with the Australians, it's again hard because me and Luca obviously don't know. But
no, well, I have to say the main one, Hannah, she's pulled out. Guess she's not coming over anymore. But I remember Lily because Maddie swapped shirts with her because they're like the same size, but she was like 13. So if she was 13 then, she could definitely be with a shout now.
Yeah, but I suppose yes, it should be one to watch as well. Is that on the Nations Cup Finals day under 16 girls? I think it is. So yeah, that should be a good crowd for that as well, which will be good for all of them. But shall we? What's next? Over 50s final. Let's move on to the over 50s.
Well, there's qualifiers before the final for that, isn't there?
There is qualifiers.
25, or 23.
We are going to go with our top 3s. I'm going to go first on this one. I've gone for, again in no particular order, Craig Marchant, Kev Burns, and I'm going to go with Mark Winwood. TJ?
2 out of 3 the same. I've got to back Stumps again. I mean, he was really good at Southampton in the 50s. I think Kev Burns as well. Where is this one at? Kesgrove, isn't it? I think.
Yes, on best pairs day.
Yeah, so I'm going to say those 2, and then I'm going to say Paul White, reigning champion. I think he won't let that crown go easily, and I think he'll get back on the podium.
Well, I've also gone for the same as TJ. I've gone for Craig Marchant, Kev Burns, and Paul White.
Yeah, I think that'll be a good final. I think over 50s racing has really stepped up in recent years. I think there's a few to look out for. Obviously, I didn't mention Paul White in my top 3, but he's reigning champion, so he's obviously one to watch, as all the reigning champions will be. But then the likes of Jason Ashford and Steve Paver, who were in a run-up with Mark Winwood for the over 50s British title, weren't they?
And in not the title.
For 3rd place for the podium.
And they're also in. I guess they're in the GB squad for the bets as well.
Yeah, they're all in the GB squad, so that should be a good meeting. I think also one to definitely keep an eye on is Gary Brown.
Home track
advantage, and yeah, I think
he will be determined to put on a show for the fans. We know that,
and he will put on a show. I'm confident of it.
I will say, only 2 people from Poland in this one. Not sure about either of them, to be honest.
No, neither.
But I suppose they probably wouldn't come if they didn't think they were going to do good.
Exactly.
So just keep an eye out for them, and then Brad will be pretty good as well. Australia, Brad's pretty decent.
Brad Hoppo.
Yeah. He'll definitely be in with the podium shout still.
Well, looking at the Polish Championships result, I'm going to mess this name up again, but Arcadius Swish, I think it's Swish.
Mustang rider.
Yeah, the guy who rides for Zoadovo. He came 8th in quite a stacked Polish Vets Championship.
Was this over 40s or over 50s?
Over 40s. In the over 40s, he came 8th. So you never know. He could throw a spanner in the works, I suppose. But there's 25.
No, it's 23 now.
23 now.
We had 2 withdrawals.
Oh no, it's 25. 25 people in the over 50s. So it should make for some good qualifiers into a good final, I suppose. It should be.
I assume that'll be a repechage.
Yeah, it'll be 25. There's quite
yeah.
a lot of riders to get through though. It's quite like to cut down to 16. You're going to lose some good riders in there.
Yeah.
But anyways, should we move on? What's next? The over 40s, I believe. Whose turn is it to go first? TJ?
Hang on, I need to find it.
Yeah, it is over 40s.
Here we go. Oh god. See, another one where it's.
Oh, it's a stack. This final's going to be so
I
stacked.
feel like the vets, they go through stages, but people just.
Yeah,
people like jump up.
They all come in waves.
Right. But I'm saying no particular order like always. Lucas Nowatzki. We know, I mean, he's Poland, but he's been in England for so long now, he's going to have an idea of what to expect. And top level performer in every event. I'm going to say Pecky, same again. A little bit of the home track advantage. Just won the over 40s at Southampton.
Yeah, it's at Blakenham, isn't it?
Yeah, so
It's
this
going
is
to
on
be
final
quick.
day. Well, yeah, but I mean, Pecky was looking good at Southampton, looking fast.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to say Mark Bowler. I know he's maybe not so on the injury front, but if there's one man who can perform on the World Finals day, step up, it's him. And I would never bet against him.
Well, this time mine is in order. I've gone for Pecky to win, Luca second, and Pavel Kozlowski third.
Fair enough. In no particular order, mine are. I've got 2 the same as both of you, I believe. I've got Lucas Novacki and Adam Peck. And then my third rider is defending champion Gavin Wheeler from Southampton. I think he, like Bowler, he's really a man for the big stage. So I know the British finals didn't really go his way. He had a crash and maybe dropped points where he wouldn't have liked, but still he put in a good performance, picked up his points, and I see no reason why he can't go and maybe even defend his title at Blakenham on the 21st. Now, because it's such a stacked age group, I think it's only right that we throw in some honourable mentions or other people in with a shout. Anyone got any that they would like to mention?
I'm going to say Lee Harris, second in the 40s for Southampton the other week. Same as the other two, really. Big game performer, big match performer, whatever you want to say. He'll be in with a shout, he'll be there or thereabouts.
He's in with, he's obviously in the England squad with Pecky, Gav, Bowler. That should be a good team, I suppose. And obviously you've got the 2 Irish powerhouses in Craig Norton and Richard Williamson, who both they'll both definitely perform. They both rode well at the British finals. Did they come 4th? They joined fourth together. But yeah, I think they will.
1 point off the podium.
Yeah, 1 point off the podium. I think they'll turn up. And one of the Aussies, Dan Pudney.
Yeah, well, he came to Blakenham the other year.
Yeah, he came to play. Did he ride in the Laurels?
I think he rode
in the Laurels as well. And I'm not sure. I can't remember where he came off the top of my head. But he's definitely. I'm not too sure on the Aussies, but from what I've heard, he's definitely
quite
one to look out for, I suppose.
I like it in the vets. There's quite a good spread of entries. Like every country's represented quite nicely in that one.
Yeah,
I don't mind that. Whereas the other ones would seem to have been a bit more home nation dominant.
There's quite a few Poles in the vets and Aussies, of course.
We also have a female. I don't know if that's ever been done before. A female in the veterans category.
Yes.
So we're making history, I guess we could say.
Potential history. Marianne Cameron from
It's good to see. We don't
Glasgow.
mind.
Yeah, that's really
You've got
good.
to push it out.
That's really good. It's not many. Obviously not many people do that, but yeah, it's good. Over 40s, that is definitely. Again, like I said with the 50s, the 40s racing just gets better and better. It seems every year, I guess, as more and more people get older. But no, that is again, they're all going to be good finals to watch. But that will definitely, if we're the over 40s final at Southampton was really good. So, and that's going to be even better. So
Well, hopefully.
it should be better riders. But yeah, that'll be a good final. Moving on. Are we on to? Is it juniors now?
Oh my goodness.
Yes, the junior final, which takes place after the over 40s final at Blakenham. Luca, you're up first.
I've gone for Kenzie Bennett, Cody Pell, Pavel Skidlarek.
Yeah, I have gone for, again, Kenzie Bennett, Pavel Skidlarek, and I've also gone for Leon Penketh. DJ?
Kenzie Bennett, I don't know, neither of you mentioned he's actually the reigning champion.
Yeah.
Won it as an under 16. So, as we know, he's actually set out the national championships this year, concentrated on the international scene. He'll be determined to defend that title. I think, like you both said, Pavel Skidlarek,
Polish national champion in the juniors.
Oh, yeah, from the weekend. Also,
Third in the under 23s.
raced him this year as well, obviously, and beat me. Not really a surprise. Who else? See, this is Dunes is another one where I think
There's like three.
third place could go to
Like
anybody.
Five.
I'm gonna say JJ Wildman, national under 18 champion X at the weekend. I know that might have been his home track, but another one, big game performer, big match performer. He'll be there or thereabouts come finals day.
He is. Yeah, he's
Mate, he'll be there. I'm telling you.
off 2-4s in a British final, which it's not easy to win
No one. I didn't
a
think
British
he was gonna
final
win.
of the juniors, let alone off 2-4s. He may have even told you before that final he didn't really expect to win. He might have expected to come out with a podium out of that, but for him to win, I think it turned quite a few heads. So he is definitely in with a. I think a lot of people are in with a shout, obviously.
Yeah, I think juniors
It's
is
very
another
good.
one. It's a bit like the vets. So racing teams should just be getting better and
Yeah.
better, and I
Luca,
don't think we can count anybody out.
Luca, do you want to comment on Cody Petty? Obviously, you brought him up in your top three. Why did you put him in there?
Well, I thought he was quite good when he came over for Laurels. Maybe a bit unlucky in a few races, but he was really fast out of the gate and just quite a good rider.
Yeah, I think with the juniors as well, a lot of the juniors are quite, speaking from experience, they're quite inconsistent with their racing. Some of them can't put 5 rides together. So if one of these boys manages to put 5 rides together, then yeah, well, they have a good chance of winning. But yeah,
Tends to be how it goes. That one. I'll be
some of
honest.
them can't. Obviously, other riders in the juniors, you've got. I'm not going to talk about you again. We've got Arek Grazik from Poland. And Gniezno. He came second in the Polish Junior Championships. Adrian Olkowski from my club Torren. He came third. So it's good to see him on the podium. He'll obviously put up a fight. And Australia, TJ, you've got anything to say about Australia?
We mentioned Cody Petty, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've got Josh Candy, raced him when we went there in 2023.
Yeah.
He was part of the team back then.
He looks like he's improved.
I'm sure he's going to be was improved as much as anybody.
Yeah, I think a lot. I think everyone's going to be improved.
That's what I mean.
Difficult. It's
A few
difficult.
others. I mean, we can't count out any of the under 16s
No, exactly.
from
like-
any of the countries. I don't
Yeah.
think, as Ted kind of proved to
Yeah,
us on the
Ted.
British Finals weekend. And under 16 getting second in the juniors. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe some of them go under the radar and
Well, with
sneak up there.
with how many are there? 58, 55. Sorry, 55 in the juniors. It could be anyone's. Really, that's a lot of entries.
It's good to see. There's quite a few females in this one as well.
Yeah, there is. You've obviously,
Entries
yeah.
from
it's-
both England and Australia.
Yeah, it's really good. But no, I'm going to say it's for all of them, but they're all just going to be good finals, I think.
That's the world's for you.
That is what the World Championships is, but junior racing is some of the best, in my opinion. I say that because I've recently been a junior.
Some of them are in the seniors.
Exactly.
As well.
Some of them throw a spanner in the works in the seniors. That's the level of junior racing nowadays. Next up, the penultimate final will be the women's at Blakenham again. It's my turn to go first. This again, it's really hard to pick.
You keep saying it. Every event gets better and better.
All the events are just stacked. It's like anyone could win anything, but if I had to pick three, I'm going the reigning women's British champion, Emily Burgess from A&T. I'm going the reigning women's world champion, Polish champion, under 16 girls,
under 19 girls.
Under 19 girls. She won everything in Australia. I'm going Zuzana Klepp from Zoldovo. And my third is Maddie Saunders from Southampton. Even if things didn't go her way at the British finals, I know she's got it in her locker. And yeah, she won the last two at A&T and Kesgrave, so she's definitely got the ability to get on that podium. TJ?
Oh, I'm up next. It's going to be hard to go against your three, I'm going to be honest. I think I'll stick with the same three. I'm not saying any particular order, and Maddie can't get annoyed at that. But like you said, I don't know. I think Susanna, she's going to be the one they're all aiming for.
Yeah.
Gunning for to stop.
Was she European champion as well?
Yeah, she
won the
runoff, so at the minute she's kind of top dog, I guess.
Yeah, she is. She's got everything.
And they want to knock her off that perch.
Yeah. Luca?
Well, I've gone for the same three as well, actually. It's a big surprise. Because they've all won a lot, and they just know how to ride well in a final.
We've all gone for the same three, but it is hard to pick the three. You've obviously got the...
I think maybe we've done it off a little bit of recency bias.
Yeah, I suppose so. Like, Emily's won...
champs. I mean, we can't count out Lizzie Wrigley.
Lizzie.
I mean, the British final, she passed Emily in one row.
Yeah, it just didn't really go away in the end, but she still came second. You can't, that's still...
And then I guess we've got the other nations as well. We know how good some of the England girls are.
Yeah, we'll stick with the English ones. You've got Lily Parr, Laura Watson, GB captain, over 30s British champion, over 30s women's British champion, new event. But yeah, I think the British women's contingent is very strong.
We have a lot of depth, I like to say.
Yeah.
Like we said earlier, very strong home nation entries in this one.
Yeah, but moving abroad, we'll go to Poland. The recent Polish National Championship second was, forgive me for the pronunciation again, but second was Karina Gorniacek from Zielona Góra, I believe. And yeah, she is obviously, I believe she's obviously podium. I believe she's podium multiple times in the Polish Women's Championship. So she's obviously not one to.
She was pretty decent in the Euros 2023 as well. I think she was definitely in with a shout.
Yeah, and then Australia obviously can't. Well, actually,
none of us have mentioned Australia yet.
I mentioned Australia.
No, none of us three have done it.
Oh no, we haven't mentioned Australia in our top three.
They're going to be raging at that.
Yeah, but...
Going to prove us wrong.
Yeah. Kaylee Clark came over for the British champs last year. Put in a good, solid performance. She is Australia women's captain, I believe. And so she's obviously not one to miss. I don't know too much about the rest of the Australian women, so I'm going to let TJ take a lead on this.
Right, well, you mentioned the captain, I guess. Like you said, I don't know how long she'd been here for the British either, late swing or something, but they'll be more prepared and better for this one, you'd assume. We got Holly Greenhow, pretty decent rider, definitely.
Yeah.
I think she might have even been top 5 in Australia in the last Worlds. Again, she'll be up there. All of them are going to be determined to fight for their country, aren't they? No one's going to let that go easily.
No, definitely not.
We have also...
Yes.
We have a Malaysian. That's the first time, I
Yeah,
believe,
the first Malaysian
entry.
Su Yu Ting from Ipswich, and I think that's a great thing for the sport.
She might bring a few surprises as well with the local southeast region knowledge.
Yeah, local
You
track
don't know
knowledge,
what-
you never know.
She could. I doubt many of the other girls are going to have much of an idea of what to expect from her.
Yeah. So again, I keep saying it, but like a lot of people recently have commented on the standard of women's racing and how that's improved. I think that's
I mean, look at the entry numbers.
Yeah.
41 women.
exactly.
That's
just
brilliant.
A testament to all of them, I suppose. And yeah, it's gonna be a good final again. I'm gonna keep saying it, but like the over 40s, women's racing has really improved recently, and we've missed names out that could have easily gotten a mention, say, a few years ago. But the standard of women's racing nowadays is really impressive. But let's move on to the headline event, the
main one.
showstopper, the World Open Final. Now this is going to be so hard to mention absolutely every name in with a running.
Well, it's like that in every category.
It is,
now.
but expect that four pre-qualifiers. There are 86 riders in the Open. So to mention everyone is going to be hard. But we're going to try and narrow it down to our top three. And I will... Is it me go? No, Luca is first up on the clock.
Well, in no particular order, I've gone for Cody Chadwick, who's really consistent in World Finals, Chris Timms, who's been really good this year in England, and David Bass, who's just come off his first win in Poland.
Yeah, I am going to go with... like Luca, I've got David Bass from Svitlovica and Cody Chadwick from Salisbury. Is he from Salisbury?
Yeah.
He's from Salisbury. And my third rider in the top three is actually Ben Mould. Although he didn't... he sort of went a bit... He didn't have his best British final. But he is... Has he won the last 2 European Championships?
Yeah, back-to-back
European champion.
He was
world champion in 2019 at Legno. He has been British champion.
He's won it all.
And yeah, he is the man. He is the man for the big occasion. If someone's going to perform, it will be him, I think. TJ?
I'm going to say, mine's slightly different to you got, boys. I'm going with, from Poland, again in no particular order I should say, Bartosz Grabowski. Raced him twice this season for Legno. Unbelievable ride. His turn of speed is just ridiculous.
He's very very skillful on a bike.
I'm going to say Mikołaj Menz from Poland as well.
Yeah.
Again, just a pretty young, but just an absolute tank of a rider.
Unit. And he's just...
does it all.
He's
And
quite
just
nimble on the bike.
one of the best, I think. Very complete. I think that's the word we're looking for there. A great all-rounder. And then, lastly, I'm going to say, again, I don't want to miss anybody out. I'm going to have to. I'm going to say Cody Chadwick. I can't go against consistency. To do it in that many world finals in a row and be in there, being with a shout, I think he'd be quite a popular winner.
Oh yeah,
but
definitely.
I think we'll be determined to make that happen.
Yeah, I think... Should we tackle some other names by nation? We'll start with other riders from the British Isles, I suppose, from Great Britain. Obviously, we've spoken about Ben Mould, about British number 2 Chris Timms, and England GB captain Chris Timms. But then you obviously... you're not going to bet against the likes of Paul Hurd, the likes of Josh Brook, experienced riders.
Both made the most recent world final.
Yeah, they both made the most recent world final. Both were they a point off the podium in the British final, in a competitive British final. Old man Brook, the old boy of the GB team, will be determined to get on the podium, especially after he...
Well, again, home track advantage.
Yeah.
There's quite a strong I mean, I know we are Blakenham, but
Yeah, it's
a lot of Blakenham boys entered in that one. I assume we'll all be trying to do our best to make that final
yeah.
on a home track.
But other Polish entries, we've mentioned Bass, we've mentioned Grabowski, we've mentioned Menz, but I suppose you've got Daniel Auden from Svitlovica. He performed well in the European final.
Yeah, the European final. Euros last year was very good.
He was good. Also, he from Poland. Luca, anyone from Poland?
Kosma Sierkowski from Torren. I just think he's been one of the best riders in the Polish league this year, and he'll be looking to get in the final, if not on the podium.
I believe he got a fifth. Was it in the?
Yeah, if it went for a tapes exclusion, he would have been in with a shout at the podium in the Polish Open, and he also came second in the under-23s, so he can do it. And he obviously, he lost to Menz in the under-23s, so, and that's one of the people who Torsten thinks is gonna get on the podium. But yeah, it's obviously you've got other Polish members of the Polish contingent. You've got the likes of Radoslav Morawiak, who looked really good in the Polish Championships the other weekend. You've got Christian Gorniacik, who is Polish junior manager.
Yeah,
and
he was. I think he still is.
Yeah, he is. He is not one to sort of. I don't know. He is one to keep an eye on. You can't forget about him. But yeah, I think obviously you've got.
We're missing Lucas. I don't know he's a vet.
Yeah, but still vets.
And we're missing Pavel and Arik.
Yeah,
again,
juniors.
not in the open category yet officially, but they're the type of people that will maybe they're not so under the radar now because people are aware of them, but they'll still be up in there and in with a shout.
Yeah, obviously. And then the rest of the Aussies, you've obviously got the likes of Bobby McMillan, Dan Robb, who came over to the Southampton GP in the Laurels last year. Really, really quick. He obviously won the. Did he win the Dash for Cash?
Yeah.
In Australia, so he's a very quick rider. He'll suit Blakenham and Ipswich because Blakenham is just going to be so quick.
I mean, he might. I'm not sure how fair at Kesgrave. That might.
Yeah, Kesgrave.
A few of them. That's the thing with the Open. We're not sure how they're going to adapt to the other tracks of here. But
the poles might be alright because the Torren track by the Speedway Stadium. It's probably that's the closest thing you can get to Kesgrave, I think.
That was quite sick.
But we could sit here and talk about the Open for a.
We could just done a video on the Open.
We could. We might do.
You're missing Australia again. You're missing out.
With Cody Petty.
But then there's others. Robert Selleck entered.
Yeah.
Again, going to be with a shout. I mean, there's a lot.
Braden McDonald, Blake Franken. Blake obviously came over here
as a junior.
Laurels as a junior, and he's improved. I watched him at the Worlds, and I imagine he's improved
again
even more than that. But yeah, that is going to be a good find. You couldn't pick the podium. I don't even think you could pick the 16 going into the final.
No, that is the World Final for you and the World Open. There'll be some big names miss out.
Oh yeah, I think there'll be some big names miss out in the first round. In the quarterfinals, I think some people will go. But yeah, that. Oh, I'm gonna say it again. But that is gonna be a proper final. It's gonna be some good racing in that. But yeah, is that our individual events done? It is. And now we're gonna move on to the team events. Where should we start? We'll start with the best pairs, I think, which is on Friday the 19th at Kesgrave with the over 50s final. And the first event of the first best pair event is the vets.
Juniors.
Is it? Oh, it's juniors. Sorry, it is vets is third. It's the juniors. So we won't pick a top three because there's limited nations, but we'll each pick a winner for the junior pairs. Who should go first? I think it's me going first actually. I've gone with England, to win the junior pairs. I think it's you've got the reigning world champion and reigning European champion Kenzie Bennett and Liam Penketh in your pool of riders to pick from. You've got British junior champion JJ Wildman, who is England the GB captain. You've got Luca, he's under 16 British champion, and then you've got obviously you've got Sean, who put in a good performance in the.
I mean, he was a bit unlucky, maybe
British
some might
Open
say.
final. Yeah, obviously, and in the was he third in the junior
Yeah, third in the 18s.
in the British,
So, yeah.
and you've obviously got Sean to pick from. So, and he's a good team rider, which is what you need for the best pairs. So, as a strong pool of riders, in my opinion. TJ.
I've gone with England as well. Mostly because I just want them to keep the title me and Kenzie won. I'll be
Okay.
honest. Yeah, apologies JJ, we don't forget you honestly. But yeah, no, I think similar to what you said, again, you can't really go against the reigning world and European champion. Plus the strength and depth they've got to pick from. I mean, it's going to give Zach a pretty hard time, I think.
Luca.
Oh, I've also gone for England.
You kind of have to, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, and also because I don't think Kesgrave will be easy to ride on for anyone not from England. Like all the Australians and Polish, you'll find it a lot different.
I think it will make it interesting though.
Oh yeah, it's good. Like the British final at Kesgrave was really good racing. So if you that on a world stage is going to be absolutely mega. Okay, women's TJ.
It's going to sound like a record, but I'm going England again.
Yeah.
Again, it's hard to bet against the home nations, I think, just in these competitions. But I think, like you say, I mean, Poland might have the world champion, but I think our depth is what makes us so strong in the women's category. And I think, again, similar to Zach, Charlie Jane's got a pool of 5, 6 riders she could choose from.
Yeah.
Maybe even more than that people wouldn't complain about if any of them were picked.
Getting some of these teams, getting them down to 3 riders is going to be really, really difficult for the managers because there's lots.
I think maybe they'll have to think about like the working as a pair.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not their 2 best riders necessarily, but
Yeah.
how the pairs are going to work.
Yeah, so some people could miss out. It's gonna some people will be annoyed to miss out, I think. But Luca, your women's best pairs wins.
Well, England again. Just because they have a lot of good riders compared to maybe Poland, who have one really strong rider, but also good riders after that as well, but just not as good as the riders England have.
Yeah, with your likes of Emily, your likes of Maddie, Lizzie, Lily, Laura, even more riders after that. Like
Any of the ones in the GB squad, I think.
oh yeah, any of them. Like it's even some that have missed out on the GB squad. Like it's ridiculously strong level of women's racing, but still, Australia will be strong. Poland will be strong. It's going to be.
You can't count Poland out.
No,
any
you
team
can't.
with the
You can't count any of them out. It's going to be
any team with Poland.
with world champion.
Yeah, say Poland, and more just not losing in anything.
Yeah.
Can't count her out. We've also, I believe, Wales and Scotland have entered in this.
Yes.
It's the first time
It's the
for
first
both the countries, I think maybe.
I cannot confirm, but that may well be true.
Which is then again, it's really good to
that's
see
a good thing.
more
It's a good
support for the
thing.
women's racing.
Yeah, women's racing is growing and growing. And next up is the vets best pairs. Myself is up first, and I have picked England to win this. I think just you've got Gav Wheeler, he's reigning world champion. You've got Pecky, who is reigning British champion, and then Bowler, Lee Harris. It's again depth. The home nations are gonna have their squad depth is gonna be a lot better, I think, than the other nations, which is why I picked England for that. TJ?
This is a tough one. I think this is going to be one of the closest
Oh,
ones.
yes.
I'm going to say England, but I think, like you say, just the squad. I think the thing with England as well, they've got some great team riders in their team.
Oh yeah.
That maybe will help them just get over the line. People like Bowler and Gav, you can rely on them.
Yeah, definitely.
That's my thinking there.
Luca?
Well, I've gone for England or Poland. And I've said Poland because if they use Lucas and Pavel, that's a really strong pairing.
Yeah.
But if they don't, then I think England will be the ones to win it.
I'm gonna just for the vets pairs, little dark horse pick. I'm gonna say Ireland make the podium.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Just
Or
I
you've
think-
got two British number 4s in there. You've got
Yeah.
Richard Williamson and Craig Norton. So
I think they spring a surprise maybe.
oh yeah, they
On
definitely
any of the nations, I think they could
they have
put a fight
potential.
in.
But on Luca's point of the Polish vets, I believe that you didn't even mention the Polish champion in your pair, did you? There's potential for Jacek. Oh, I'm gonna say this wrong. Yeah, Vleklik to again perform on that world stage as Polish vets champion.
I don't think it'd be a surprise if Poland won. I don't think it'd be a surprise if any of the nations won.
No, I think easily England, easily Poland, Australia. We haven't even talked about Australia's vets pairs. Well, I can't really.
Well, it depends. I assume it would be Dan, pardon me, maybe Brad and Paul. Not sure.
Yeah.
They've got options.
Yeah.
But we're missing. You said we had to talk about Australia. We had to talk about any of the other home nations.
We
Wales.
We haven't.
Wales is probably going to be Wimbledon League Alley maybe.
Yeah.
Mark Whitehead, I see, has switched his allegiance now as well.
Yeah.
He's not over there. And Scotland. They're going to be as strong as anybody. We can't count them out.
Yeah. You never know. You never know. But let's move on to the open pairs. This more than any of the others could go anyway. Is it you up first, TJ?
I'll go first. I'm happy to
you
go
go
first. I've actually gone for Poland.
Yeah.
My England train is over. It's run its race. I think maybe. Again, we spoke about maybe the depth, but I think Poland again. David, Menz, Rabo. They've we spoke about more in the individual. I'm going to be honest with you, but again, any of them pair they could pick. I think. Just could the same with Kesco. Maybe the draw comes into it a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I believe you only race each pair once. So then inside obviously is a bit of an advantage, but that could play a big factor.
Luca?
Well, I've gone for, again, Poland or Wales.
You can't keep picking two, that's cheating. The fans are going to get on you.
Yeah, well, it's in Wales because they've got reigning British champion Mark Carmichael and Ben Mould, who's won everything you possibly can, to be fair.
Yeah, I've also picked Wales. I think
How's Wales?
no, I think they are dark horses. Dark horses. Like I think Mould and Carmichael work well as a pair as well. I think they'll put on a good show as well. I think, but then obviously like we've not even mentioned Australia.
We haven't mentioned the home nation.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned Australia or England. But like Australia are gonna have
Cody
Chadwick, Bobby
Dan, I would
D-Rob.
assume probably.
So it's just
Well,
around Kesgrave it might be.
we haven't mentioned that. I feel like that's just ridiculous. We haven't.
That's a really strong 3.
What
I
about
mean-
Ireland?
The England team again. Who we say? Probably.
It's hard if you're gonna. It depends.
I mean,
again,
Wayne
Wayne's
did
gonna
say
have
his squad the other day.
Yeah, he's got his squad, but then you have to pick 3 out of that, and then it depends if you want to go say experience. You could pick Brookie, Hurdy, and Timsey, but then you could easily go a different way and pick other riders. So it's just again. The managers for the Open especially are just going to have an absolute nightmare picking 2 riders, I suppose.
I was a
3.
still am. It's going to be getting round.
But yeah, over Ireland as well. You've got
Matt
Ricky
Hill.
Johnson, Matt Hill, James Porter.
Two of them with the local knowledge.
Yeah, exactly. So Matt's really good around Kesgrave. James used to ride for Kesgrave. So and Kesgrave suits Ricky, I think. So it's just
That just leaves off with Scotland.
that's
And they've got Caden Davidson,
Caden Davidson will be
who
riding.
just I think maybe not a shock, but
No,
Northern champion over some top riders in that
Yeah.
field. I mean,
and I think he will surprise a lot of the Aussies and the Poles.
giving him away, man. We can't be doing it.
But no, that is going to be a good meeting. We will do. What should we do? We'll do the Nations Cup. We will do the Nations Cup next. The first Nations Cup is the Vets Nations Cup on Sunday the 14th, which follows.
Is this at Ipswich?
This is at Ipswich. And Luca, who have you got winning?
Well,
The Vets.
I've gone for England as usual because they've just got they've probably got the best vets you can ask for, really. Like, in recent years, they've got Bowler, Pecky, Gav, Lee. Who else on this?
Do you want Stumps?
It's Stumps.
Oh,
Dave
Stumps.
Bensley, Kev Burns.
Gambo's going to have a tough one there.
List
Picking-
goes on.
Picking the 5 out of them, will we name 8? Probably more to go from.
Yeah, 7, 8. Well, I've also got England. Like we just mentioned, the squad depth there is just ridiculous. It helps obviously with the new vets coming through. Pecky and Bowler make that team a lot stronger. But yeah, I can't see. That is a really, really strong squad of riders, so I can't really see anything going against that. TJ, are you on the same page?
I've said England,
Yeah.
but the more I think about it, the more I think it's going to be tight with Poland. Luca's best players earlier. He's mentioned Lucas, Kozowski, Jacek, and then we've also got Lucas. I believe he came 3rd in Australia.
Lucas Kokots, is that?
No, Rajewski.
Rajewski, I don't know. Okay.
He's actually Lieutenant President. I believe he came 3rd in Australia.
Did you get forced to say that?
I believe he came 3rd in Australia. And, like you mentioned Lucas Kokot, that's 5. That's a strong 5.
Exactly.
They ain't going to be no
No.
give in that for us, England to work,
And then
just
like,
push over.
Australia as well, like we mentioned, they've got some top riders.
But then the other nations are going to, who's going to make it?
There's a qualifier. Who's in the qualifier? It
Australia.
is Scotland, Wales, Ireland, Australia.
Well, I think Australia will probably be favourites to go through from
Yeah,
there.
so do I.
But then
It's
whoever,
good. Wales and Ireland will be tight.
I think all the other 3 will be tight.
Yeah.
But I think whoever gets through, their riders are not going to be out of the picture. They're going to mix it up. They can actually decide who wins, maybe even,
Yeah.
because they'll be involved.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, Wales will be strong. They'll all be strong. Vets racing is getting better. I keep saying it. But we're on to women's now. It's me first. And again, I think it's hard to look past England. We mentioned the squad depth before. Your likes of Burgess, Saunders, Wrigley, Parr, Watson. It's just the list goes on. There's too many. There's too many to mention.
I think we might all be in the same boat there with England for that one.
Yeah, it's hard.
I think, like we said, home nation, maybe the slight home nation advantage as well.
Yeah,
Just
you
tips it even more in their favour.
have your whole pool of riders to pick from, but still, it's like.
Is there 3 entries for that one? I assume. I don't know if any of the home nations have entered.
I think so. I think it's England, Australia, and Poland. That should that'll be a good final.
Guaranteed podium, isn't it?
You'd take that.
I'd be buzzing.
All right. Let's move on to the Junior Nations Cup. TJ, you're up first.
I'm going to go against the grain here. And I'm going to say Poland. I think...
Why?
I'll just keep saying England. I think there's going to be a surprise somewhere.
Yeah.
We can't win anything, can we? Surely. Are we that good?
Let's hope so.
I want England to win, but like I said, I've got to go against them at some point.
This feels right.
This feels... I don't know why. This feels like... I feel like the Ipswich track is what's swinging it to me here. I feel like the Polish will be good around there. Very fast, flowing track. I think that favours them. Maybe that'll tip over the edge in their favour.
Luca? Well, you have to say.
There's no surprise I've gone for England. Nice track when I rode on it for the British club, and I just think everyone will be really good around there.
I think they'll be fired up as well. I think.
So I didn't really think about that. Like
I've picked England.
the home crowd.
I think that obviously as assistant team manager of the England junior squad, I think the boys are quite fired up.
Am I allowed to change my prediction?
No, you're stuck with Poland now. But still,
No.
I don't think you can count out.
Any of the other nations?
No, there's a
Is this
qualifier for this as well.
England are in there. They might not get out of
England
it.
are in the qualifier.
You are team manager for that as
I
well.
will be there. But who's straight through? Poland is straight through.
And Australia. Australia in the qualifier.
Yes, Australia in the qualifier.
Oh, so only top 1 went through.
it's 3 go through from that qualifier. I think, it should be a good match. Hopefully, the England boys get through and then push on to win that final. But yeah, it's quite a competitive match.
Every meeting, every race will be competitive. It's the World Cycle Speedway Championship.
All right, now we can move on to the main event of that Sunday, the 14th of September night, the Open Nations Cup final.
That's actually my favourite event from the tour.
Is it? How come?
The crowd, I feel like, is what makes this one the best.
Yeah, I think
because
it's not just 2 nations, is it? Everyone's got something to
but
cheer.
also it's like in individual one, you're cheering for your rider, not your country.
Yeah.
Whereas everyone's behind everybody in this one, and then it gets a bit of a divide.
Should be heat. The atmosphere will be good. Luca,
Well,
who have you got to win this?
Poland, because they have Grabo, Kbas, Orlan, Menz, Kozma, Natonsky,
Well,
Lucas.
the list goes on.
Yeah. Even some of the juniors as well could easily make that team. You haven't even mentioned some seniors like Radislav Morawiak. Who could
Anybody
easily make it. But yeah, I've also gone with Poland. I think that 4, or any 4 that you pick from there, is going to be hard to stop. They are some seriously good, especially as this format is individual. Poland
not
are very
team riding, is
suited.
it?
Poland are very suited to individual riding, so I think they will be very hard to stop in that. They will be very powerful. Who have you gone for, TJ?
I'm going to go for Australia.
Yeah.
We haven't said them to win anything yet.
Are they reigning champs?
Yeah, they won it on home soil, home shale even.
Home Dolomite.
But again, they're going to have, look at that team, Cody Chadwick, Daniel Robb, Bobby McMillan, Braden, anybody they pick. Like, they could use Cody Petty as a junior.
They could use Pudney as a...
Anybody, they got options. I don't think anybody can count them out.
No,
Again.
Especially round Ipswich.
I mean, Cody Chadwick has ex-home track knowledge.
Yeah. Like,
You can pass that on as well.
It's going to be quick around there. Because I believe, are the Aussie tracks fast?
Yeah, they're big. They're fast.
Yeah, exactly. They're big and fast, so they will definitely be suited to that Ipswich track. I think it'd be rude not to mention, obviously, the home team, England. You've obviously got your likes of Timms, Hurd.
Similar to the juniors. I know we haven't predicted them to win again.
Yeah, but you can't count them out.
Home track, home nation, home crowd.
Yeah, the crowd will get them fired up, and Timms is going to love that. As
Yeah,
captain,
leading them out as captain, it'll be lovely. Yeah, that going on.
but the squad that Wayne has picked is strong, and it is one to contend with the title, I believe.
Again, there's a qualifier for the Open again, isn't there?
It's
But
us.
whoever makes it, they're going to be
Internationals.
they're going to be mixing it up. Every team's got strong riders.
Yeah.
Again, similar to what we said previously, where maybe what people view as the weaker nation in the final, they can actually decide it
Yeah.
by getting involved. And
Yeah. Could be Wales with Mould, Carmichael, Bennett, Ryan Jones. Could be Ireland.
That's a strong team.
Because only 2 go through, don't they? So it could be England, Wales, Ireland, and Scotland.
England can miss out.
England could miss out. Hopefully not.
Well, we hope not. We hope not.
But you never know. It's going to be competitive. Okay. Last but not least, we will move on to the Federation Cup, which this year, this championship is taking place over.
I believe it's a tri-series.
A tri-series, that's what it's called, because each country races against the other federation. Not a one-day event like in Australia and before. It will be done as I
prefer this. I like this format though.
Yeah, I like.
I think it spreads the racing out, and I don't know how fair the 3-team formula is.
Yeah, this evens the playing field a bit more, I think. But let's.
Opening event we didn't even mention.
It is the opening event. The
women's atmosphere for that should be
the
good.
Women's Fed Cup. So shall we start there with the women's? It's me first, I believe. Is it? Yeah, I'll go first. But I have got Great Britain to win the Women's Federation Cup. I think we mentioned, we keep going on about the squad depth for the home nations, but I think it's especially
This is where it shows.
especially
I think
noticeable in the women's team. Like, you could easily have say riders missing out in the match day 8 who could do the job of the people in that 8. So I think it's really hard, especially in the women's, to look past Great Britain. But still, I don't think you count out the other nations again. TJ?
I've gone the same. Great Britain again. Similar sort of reasons, but I know the other nations, they're not going to let them have it easy. Australia, they're going to be, like we said, opening night.
Yeah.
If they can, maybe even a bit of an upset there, we might say. That will stand them in good stead for the rest of the tour. Poland with the world champion. I mean, there's not as much of a divide in the team riding, obviously, but that's maybe where Great Britain do have the edge, the team riding ability in their team. They've got some experienced riders.
Yeah.
Good blend, I would say.
Yeah, you got your likes of Laura, you've got Rachel Laming, you've got Lucy Whitehead, all experienced in that squad. So
all part of the inaugural over 30s championship.
They were as well, yeah. So it's hard to look past that, really. Luca?
Anything more to add?
Not really. I've gone for GB for both the same reasons as you said, actually.
Yeah, it's just a really, really stacked team. But anyway, let's move on. Where should we go to next? We will go to the Vets Federation Cup. And TJ, you're up first.
I'm going to say Great Britain. Again, they're going to be bored of it, but we've got to keep home nation.
It's just,
representing us, in a way.
yeah.
Again, they say strength and depth. Similarly, they've got a good blend of riders, I feel like, in their team.
Yeah. Well, everyone's experienced at Vets.
No, I mean, as in, with the team running, you've got to have your race awayers, you get your race winner, you've got to have the people that will sit in, do the defending, do your job, go on free, hold your man. I think they've got that, and I think Jeff knows what he's doing there. He's been on enough tours.
Yeah.
It's a good manager to have for him.
Have we both gone GB as well? Yeah. So I think it's really difficult, especially when you've got Pecky, when you've got Gav, when you've got Bowler, but then even
look at the other nations though.
Yeah, I suppose so.
We can't. Maybe we've glossed over them slightly here.
Yeah, Poland will be strong. We've mentioned. Well, Luke even had them to win the Vets pairs. We had them as a really strong contender, a potential winner in the Nations Cup. So why can't they go and win that Fed Cup?
Same with Australia.
And Australia.
They're not going to let anybody have it, are they?
No, it's that everyone's going to put up a fight, but just that strength and depth, that full 1 to 8 for the GB Vets. Yeah. I think that 7 and 8 in a few of the Fed Cup matches, that 7 and 8 could win the match.
Yeah, again, it also gives you the option to maybe go a bit tactical there. So
you could go tactical.
What you haven't really spoken about.
I think that will win. 7th and 8th riders will win the matches for the teams. I think that's where you'll notice the difference. But let's move on to the juniors. Luca, I think I know what you're going to say, but
I think it might be Great Britain actually.
Why is that?
Because I ride for them, and also I think we have the best team out of all the nations that are in it.
That's fair enough. Again, we've mentioned it. The current world junior champion, the current junior European champion, and then it's just again
they've got the British champion, the world or the European champion.
No, again I think like squad depth. Oh, we've got to keep banging on about the squad depth, but in the Fed Cup it is especially key because you have to have those 8 riders.
Again, I think we know, maybe it was because of not the awareness, but we know the riders better from the GB juniors. We know there's a good balance in there.
Yeah, we know what they can do. We know what they can't do.
But being a part of the thing with Zach, we know what Zach.
Yeah,
he's a very capable manager.
Yeah. But again, Australia, Poland. You cannot look past them because Poland will be strong.
Australia. We're talking about managers. Cody Chadwick. I don't get much better than that.
Cody Chadwick is a very, very knowledgeable man, and he will.
He'll get his boys going.
He will show his tactical prowess. But then you've got Petty, you've got Candy.
What of them?
There's nothing. They will put up a fight. The whole team will put up a fight. Sorry, you cannot count them out. And then Poland, you've got Skudlarek, you've got Gražic, you've got Olkowski, you've got Balsa, Kubala. You've got boys we haven't even mentioned.
Again, another very experienced team manager. I know we spoke about him.
Yeah, Christian Gorniachik. I know David Bass has been working with the juniors as well. He'll be passing on his knowledge. So
I think that might be the tightest one.
Juniors, I think it could. Well, yeah,
yeah. That's bold to say, I know, because we look at all the other categories, but that could be the closest one.
Yeah, it could well be. They'll all be really close, I think. But yeah, I think. Yeah, but I don't. Just GB, I think. Again, the 7 and 8, the squad depth, that will show come the end of the match, I think. Okay, and last but not least, we're going to talk about the Open Fed Cup, which kicks off on the opening night, actually, on the opening night. So the 10th of September at Ipswich. It will be Great Britain against Australia. Now, for winners of the Open Fed Cup, it's probably...
As you can guess.
Yeah, as you can guess.
Or is it?
I would say it's the tightest one to call. But I have picked GB purely because I'm going to keep banging on about the squad depth, but it is so true that 7 and 8 is going to be so crucial. I'm in the squad, but I kind of feel like I have to pick GB to win that. TJ, what do you think?
I've gone for GB as well. Same sort of reasons. Home track, home crowd. Boys are fired up for it. What more can you ask for?
And Luca?
I've gone a bit different, and I've gone for the Polish. I just think that the Ipswich track will suit them more than it will suit the English, and I believe that they'll just be better.
It's fair enough. When you got the likes of Bass, you've got Menz, you've got Grabo. It's a force to be reckoned with, but then also you can't the Aussies will be fired up. Did they win it last time in Australia?
I'm not sure. I think so.
Also,
the Ashes, they're a part of that. The one-off Ashes.
Yeah, the one-off Ashes. They'll want to win that.
That's where it originates from. The whole tour in general.
Yeah. So on that team as well. That team's strong. They may have to use some juniors, some vets, but still, I don't think that makes them any weaker. I think your likes of Cody Petty, I think Dan Pudney, I think they're they've proved that they're both very capable at performing at a senior level on the world stage. So it's just about whether they can, it's just about
replicating that.
Yeah, I think
performing. The thing is, with the Fed Cup, it's a team.
Yeah, it's all good.
Individuals ain't going to win.
It's all good. You can have a man scoring a max, but if everyone else is scoring 6 points, that's not going to win you. That's not going to win you the match.
It's also not actually possible.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But all right, that's going to be a close competition. I think it could easily be. Each team could easily win a match. And
we could have a draw.
There could be a massive
unbelievable
draw,
scenario,
and no one knows what's going to go on. But yeah, that is going to be a good crowd on the opening night for GB versus Australia, I think. Then Australia versus Poland on the
following day.
Following night, it is.
So
yeah, there'll be some good couple matches to.
Aussie's kind of been sharpened there a bit by the schedule, you might say.
Yeah, that is quite. Back to back, that's hefty, but it should be really.
Oh,
really
they're on Friday as well. But that's vets, I guess.
That's
all right, isn't it?
But yeah, I think that's all from us today. Has anyone got any bold predictions for the Worlds to get out there, Luca?
I think Cosma will get a podium in the Open final.
TJ?
Gary Brown. Top half of the over 50s world final.
Yeah. I'm going to go Ireland vets to come second in the best pairs. Come on, that's happening. You heard
second,
it first.
What, over
Poland.
Who have you got winning?
England, like I said.
Do you think they beat both Poland and Australia?
Yep.
Whoa.
You'll see.
Certainly bold.
You'll see. The Norfolk powerhouse and Richard Williamson is a match made in heaven. You'll see. Especially after their training session at Kesgrave the other night.
That looked like they were getting dialed in, to be fair.
Exactly. Anyways, that is all from us. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And we may well be back if people enjoy this to do a World Championships review. See how our predictions paid off.
See if we're correct.
See if we're correct. And see how the championships went as a whole. But yeah, thank you again for watching. Thank you for listening, especially if you stuck with us for this long. Thank you.